Hello, planner friends. I hope that you're having a fabulous day. I hope that you're staying warm and safe today. Again, this is 2 weeks in a row of these crazy winter storms. I'm in Northwest Georgia, so we're absolutely not in an area that's supposed to get impacted very bad. We do have snow flurries flowing today, and there's just like a little dusting of snow on the ground right now. But some areas are supposed to be getting hit pretty hard, and some are still recovering from last week's big ice storm. So I hope that everyone is safe and doing well, and staying warm. I wanted to share my February planner setup. If you follow my channel or you've been around for a while, then you know usually each month I always like to set it up just a little different. I like to at the very least, change out my planner cover for each month. And this is a planner cover that I bought from Etsy several years ago. The little shop is called Small Box of Treasures. I can link them in the description box below. These little red, the rings that I got, or discs, I'm sorry, the discs actually came from my Happy Planner recipe book. I got the recipe book, and when I got this planner, because it's all black and white except for the red shoes, I was thinking how great some red disc would look. And one day I was looking for a recipe for some chocolate pancakes and happened to realize that my Happy Planner recipe book had red discs. So I completely robbed these from the recipe book and decided that they will forever belong to my February planner cover. And it just says, "You've always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself. Glinda," from The Wizard of Oz. And so it just has the same print on the inside, and then on the back is just like this red and white chevron. So we are going to do a little flip through of my February planner, and this is a Happy February page, kind of like a little bullet journal page that I created. I did use this from like some of my little stencils, my bullet journal stencils, and then I just put some little February stickers in here, and I love it. One day I may actually go and color in the hearts, but for right now they're fine. I like them just the way they are. This is a DIY dashboard that I made. Basically I printed off the print on some cardstock, and it's like this kind of not really white, kind of like an off-white color cardstock. It's got red and pink books and some pink flowers. So I thought it would go perfectly with, Valentine's. And it says, "She is extraordinary, creative, intelligent, confident, kind, important, magical, amazing. I am she. She is me." And that's just kind of like a little reminder here at the beginning of the book. Then I have "This planner belongs to," and that's me, Tina May. And here's like kind of like a little goal categories. These are the 6 categories that I try to use to plan my goals: career goals, health goals, financial goals, home goals, relationship goals, and a personal growth goal. And these are my goal priorities for 2026. And then I have the little girl playing in the snow. These are Happy Planner stickers. And then my goals for February are to make a winter playlist, lose 5 pounds, start a savings challenge, declutter my bedroom, go on one date with my husband, have a girls' day because, Valentine's Day falls in February, and enroll in a new program, which I've already actually done that. So I did get that completed. And so that is kind of like my little kind of career. That's like my little goal kind of cheat sheet. These are just like some quotes that I like to have on hand. Sometimes when I find a quote that just kind of resonates with me or means something to me, I like to just jot it down on this page. Here is another DIY dashboard that I created. I printed these off again on cardstock, and it's just like some little flowers and little hearts and books. And because the cardstock was plain on the back side, I actually took some scrapbook paper. I had some Valentine's kind of themed scrapbook paper, and I just kind of glued them to the back of the cardstock and just like made a little dashboard. And then these are short-term goals, long-term goals, and action steps. So that just kind of works on the same goals that I had in the back on the other sheet. And then this is February planning. Some things to do, which I set that up. I haven't added anything to it yet. Some budget things I need to work on, some furniture, my savings challenge, get an eye exam for the year, and our IRS payment plan. Spending, I want to get some new shoes. Monthly tasks, my zone cleaning, a digital declutter, clean out the car, and get my dogs groomed. And then this is kind of like just a little focused goal sheet. I would like to declutter my office and declutter my laundry room. And then some weekly goals is just clear a surface of clutter, clear out trash, deep clean, decorate my office, and decorate my laundry room. So I'm just kind of focusing on these two areas right here, that kind of like home cleaning, household goals. And then I have these little project and goal sheets that I have left over from Happy Planner. I just added a few of them in here. And now we have our tracking section. And then again, another DIY dashboard that I created. Cardstock and scrapbook paper, and then it's got these lovely florals, books and hearts and coffee and just all the things. And then these are kind of like some little planner sheets that I have left over from an insert pack that I bought from Amazon. Again, here is another DIY dashboard that I made. It's got the little coffee and pink roses and some little books. I just love it. It's so cute. And here's where I'm going to try to track that I'm posting on my socials, TikToks, Instagram, all that stuff. And then this is kind of like a little, I guess kind of like a little base, like what days I want to, post on certain social media platforms. And then this is like my tracking sheets. You've seen these before if you follow my channel. I bought these from a pack from Amazon, and it's just a list of things that you want to track daily, and then your little check-offs, and then a little weekly things. And I usually add my rooms, like bedrooms, bathrooms, laundry room, office, those things down here, because those are things that I really just clean once a week. And then daily things, I usually put things like, skincare, make the bed, did I read, work out, stuff like that. So I have those in here. And then again, I love making these DIY dashboards. And this one is the printed off, the books and florals with the coffee. But I put a couple of stickers on this one, and it says, "You warm my heart, love, and we belong together." And then this is the scrapbook paper that I used on the back side of it. I thought it went really well. And this is a kind of a bullet journal-ish style page I created a long time ago. I love this. It's things to do when I'm sad. Because if you have been around my channel for a while, or you've watched any of my previous videos, then you may know that I suffer from seasonal affective disorder. I moved to Florida for a while and I loved it, but we came back to Georgia, and since we came back to Georgia, it's been really more prevalent than it ever was before. but I get that, what they call the seasonal blues, the winter depression, whatever you want to call it. I do struggle a lot in the cold weather months, but many people do. And so this is just kind of a little cheat sheet of things to do when I'm sad. Enjoy a good book, get creative, take Kai for a walk. That's my little husky. Sweat it out, exercise, drink coffee, have an iced coffee or a hot tea, or even a warm coffee, a hot coffee, hot tea, either one. Journal my feelings, enjoy the sunshine. I know we don't always get days of sunshine in the winter time, but here in the South, even on days when it's cold, most days we do get at least a little sunshine. Have a healthy snack, and the most important one, remember you are loved. So I love this page. And then right here is things to do in the winter. Movie snacks, read books, self-care, comfort food, take a bath, cozy blankets, write or take online courses, which I'm actually actively doing that. Warm drinks, warm and cozy socks, light a candle, journal, and listen to music. So those are all things to just kind of romanticize winter, just kind of embrace the coziness of winter, and just kind of take the time to just have a little slow reset moment. And then I have my health section, and again, my DIY dashboard. Put a little sticker that says, "You hold the key to my heart." The little things, and XOXO, and again with the books, the coffee, and the hearts. This is my scrapbook paper that I put on the back of it, all my little words. Hello, Valentine's, kiss. And then of course I keep my little glow up challenge dashboard that I created. Wake up at 5 a.m., start the day with skincare, nighttime skincare, read for 20 minutes, exercise 5 times a week, 30 minutes for the miracle morning. I have been doing really good getting back into my miracle morning. 4 liters of water. I do not always make that. I rarely actually ever get 4 liters of water in. But the goal is I'm trying to get to 4 liters. So at least it encourages me to drink water throughout the day and then go to bed before 10. I rarely get to do that, but at least by 10 o'clock I'm headed to bed. Then this right here is just like a little progress, not perfection. Just got a few little stickers, and then my fitness goals overall. Teach Zumba, start running, lose 100 pounds, and B3 coaching. And then this right here is some bullet journal, some dot grid paper that I kind of just created a little February monthly layout, and this is just where I'm going to put in like my workouts. I had signed up for Zumba classes on Tuesdays in January, and unfortunately I've not been able to take them. If you watched my video going over my goals for 2026, then you might have seen that I had sustained a knee injury right before Christmas. And so right now I'm actually in physical therapy 3 days a week, and I'm taking medications and things to try to repair my knee damage, the injury. So I do have a workout plan. I have my physical therapy, and I do have a workout plan that is kind of helping build strength and kind of rehab my leg, my knee. And so I can put those workouts in here as I, build back up until I'm able to get back into the Zumba class. I was really worried about it, but the orthopedic doctor, the surgeon, he did say, he said, we're going to get you back into your Zumba class. So probably not even going to register for this month for the Zumba classes. Just going to do physical therapy and the workouts that are designed to help build the strength back in my knee for February. And then we'll look at March when March gets here. And then these are just a couple of Happy Planner. These are the are these called the dashboard layout? I don't even remember what they're called, but I just put these in here for a couple of weeks for February. And then I have these little trackers that I made. Right here is like my log where I log my weight, my measurements, and then my personal record log, which those have all kind of been put on hold during this whole knee injury thing. But here are some trackers that I created, pages, and I'm just going to kind of use these. They're all like health and fitness focused. Habit trackers, this week's goals, beginning weight, ending weight, daily steps, tracking my water, exercise, vitamins. And then I just made a couple of pages of these. And I love this quote right here. It said, "Women rely on friends. That's where we draw sustenance and find safety. We can count on our women friends when we need a good laugh or a good cry." I like that. And I'm going to try to focus more on actually fostering good friendships with fellow females. I don't really have a lot of friends outside of the home, and that's something that I'm kind of working on for this year. So again, with my little exercise trackers, I just made a couple of days worth of those, and these are some these stickers are stickers that I bought off of Etsy, downloadable. They were like, the files I downloaded to my computer, print them off on sticker paper, and then cut them out. These right here, however, these focus stickers, these are Happy Planner. But the health and fitness stickers, they came from, every one of these, they came from some stickers that I printed. And then this was my Zumba program that I was doing before I got my leg injury. I was on week 3 of 6, and I was doing 2 different. One was like a 6-week program, and one was a 4-week. And I made it to week 4, and I only had 2 workouts left to do. So I definitely want to get the strength back in my knee, and so that I can at least complete this program. But these are like 40-minute to 60-minute long classes that I have left in the end of this program. So it might be a while before I can finish those. Then I have some note pages just to jot down different things. Then we have our home planner section. And again, with my DIY dashboards, it just says breathe, manifest, hustle, and repeat. First thing I have is like my bill pay checklist. And then I have like these little sheets that I created, my evening routines, before bed routine, my 30-minute Fly Lady morning routine, my personal development routine with daily goals, laundry routine, paper routine, the daily routines, which is Monday, the weekly home blessing, Tuesday, Wednesday is a planning day, desk day, Thursday, run errands, Friday is clean out the car and my purse, Saturday is family fun day, and Sunday is a renew day and self-care day. And then this goes into the zone cleaning. If you're familiar with Fly Lady, I do follow her system. And these are just the zone rules. 15 minutes a day, declutter. After 15 minutes, you move on. And then do your deep cleaning. So then I just have it broke down, zone 1, week 1, and that's like my entrance, my front and back porch, laundry room, zone 2, kitchen, dining room, pantry, zone 3, guest bedroom, which is not a guest bedroom anymore. If you follow my channel, you know my daughter and my grandson live with me, so that would be Beckham's room. The guest bathroom, which is their bathroom, my office. Then we have the master bath, master closet, master bedroom. And then zone 5 is the living room. And I had a basement. I just never redid these. The house I live in now doesn't have a basement, but I do have a garage. So I just really omit that part because, I don't need it now. And then we get into the actual planner section today. Again, another little dashboard, pretty simple, just some little pink roses. And then this is some planner inserts that I got from Happy Planner in their Black Friday sale. I did go ahead, they're undated, so I did go ahead and date the monthly. I haven't decorated it yet. And then I don't know what layout they call this, but it has like some boxes on the side with a checkbox and then just some lined. It's great for me. It's just kind of like a little, works as like a little daily, like just a little to-do list. And then you have some dot grid note section at the bottom that you could put stickers in, because you know, this isn't like the vertical layout where it's really fun to, you know, put in the little sticker boxes and decorate it. I'm sure you could do something with it. I just have never had this insert before. I've never had this layout before. Just got it in the Cyber Monday. I keep saying the Black Friday sale, but I bought Cyber Monday sale. I'm sure it's the same. But I've never used this before. So I don't really know how to go about actually how people decorate it. Right now I've just been jotting down the things that, just kind of using it like a to-do list for the most part. And then we're getting finally to the end. I have 2 pieces of this little purple, like graph paper, I guess you call it. It's not really dot grid. I guess it's grid paper. And then just a little envelope with these cute little donuts that I can just stick things in. And there we are, finally to the end of this flip through. And if you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much, because it always means the world to me when you take time out of your day to watch my videos. And I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.